Hi everybody, I am Becca Robinson and I'm checking in to let you know I just finished day 20 of Insanity Max 30. This was my third recovery workout. It's called Pulse and it's low impact and you focus on maxing out on your form. So you're really just focusing on strength and making sure that your body is exactly in the right form for each move, which I think is brilliant and a great change of pace and a great way to end the week because you actually feel challenged but still kind of energized at the end of this workout. I did max out still, which is great because it shows that I'm focusing on really using my muscles and being strong with my form. I don't remember when it was because I forgot to write it down, but it was about halfway through. And then after that, I did the ab max, the 10-minute one, because I'm doing the ab version of the program. So some days you do that ab workout on top of it. But Pulse is actually a shorter workout than all the others. It's only 20 minutes. So even with the 10-minute ab workout on top of it, I was still done in half an hour, which is great. Today I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about paleo because I've had some people ask me questions about it. I first went paleo in the spring of last year, so in the spring, the year that just ended, in the spring of 2014. And I did it using the 21-Day Fix's nutrition plan, which is the color-coded container system. It was brilliant for me because when I first started researching paleo, I was really overwhelmed with what I was finding online, just on Pinterest or blogs about paleo recipes. It seemed like not a very healthy lifestyle to me because it seemed like everyone was just eating super high fat, super duper high protein, but not even great protein quality foods, and there didn't seem to be a lot of balance. And so when I first heard about paleo, I thought it sounded ridiculous, and it wasn't until I actually started researching the paleo template and I found Chris Kessler's information and ebook that I really learned more what it's about. And the 21-Day Fix helped me to make the transition from eating a standard diet that just happened to be gluten-free to going into the full paleo lifestyle, and to do that in a healthful way. So the containers are the same program that is with Insanity Max 30. Insanity Max 30, you can get the containers that to use with it, but it's the same portion control idea and the same nutrition idea, which I just love. And so you basically get a certain allotment of each color each day, and the color corresponds to a container. So for example, there's a green container, so you get X amount of green servings a day. And rather than having to count calories or macros or weigh your food or any of this craziness, you literally just put your food into the container that goes with that food group. So green is vegetables. So you fill up your veggies in this green container, and for every container you fill up, that's one serving. So let's say you get 3 servings a day of veggies, you would fill up your container with green, dump it on your plate, and that counts as 1, and you would just check that off for the day. So it's so brilliant. The other great thing about it is that it helps you eat in balance. So I used it to eat in balance with paleo. So I think that when a lot of people go paleo, they just think, oh, I'm just going to get to eat all this protein all the time. I'm going to get to eat bacon and hamburgers and all of this awesome stuff. And the truth of the matter is that that's not what paleo is about at all. It's not about putting your body into ketosis or doing the Atkins or anything like that at all. In fact, you still get carbohydrates on the paleo diet, you just get them in a different way. And I think that it's super important to make sure that you are eating balanced in a way that you are getting carbohydrates, especially if you're challenging yourself with workouts like Insanity Max 30 or if you have any sort of intense workout program. So what I did was I used things like sweet potatoes or yucca root or those kind of starchy root vegetables that are still considered in the paleo spectrum. I use those as my carbs, and I would fill up my yellow container, which is the one for carbohydrates, and I would count those as my carbohydrates for the day. And that was basically how I made sure that I was still getting that carbohydrate one. The other great thing about using this nutrition plan to go paleo is you make sure that you're still getting enough fruits and vegetables. You make sure that you're not going overboard with healthy fat, which I see so many people do with paleo. They think that they can just, eat 4 avocados a day and then, smother everything in olive oil and coconut oil and then eat a whole bunch of nuts and then eat a bunch of nut butters, and that they're still being okay. And the fact is that that's not balanced. Anytime you get extremely out of balance on any food group, in my opinion, you're getting into dangerous territory. So the great thing about using a program like this is that it helps you in such a simple way to stay balanced without you having to sit and plot and plan and all this kind of stuff. It's literally just fill up a container, put it on your plate, and then mark that off for the day. So for me, it was a little bit challenging, actually, because when I went paleo, I wanted to go crazy with healthy fats. I wanted to eat an avocado at every meal, and I wanted to put nuts and everything and snack on nuts and like do all of this stuff like that, and that's not what it's about. I also realized how I wasn't eating enough vegetables. I think that a lot of people, when they go paleo, they just pretty much don't eat any vegetables the whole time, and you can't just live off of protein and fats. You need vegetables, you need living foods, you need those greens. Your body needs all of the vitamins and minerals that are in them. And so I think it's so important to make sure that when you go paleo, you're doing it with more of a mindset of balance than extremes. The only other thing I want to say about paleo, since I've had a couple questions about it, is I've had a couple people contact me and ask if they should do paleo when they're doing this workout or when they're doing my challenge as a way to lose weight faster. And while I think that a lot of people do find that making any sort of big change in their diet, like going paleo, does help them to lose some weight, I don't think that should be your main motivation for going paleo, and I don't think you should ever look at any sort of shift in your nutrition as a magic bullet to the weight loss. So nutrition is 80% of the weight loss battle. I'll give it to you on that. You can't out-exercise a bad diet or bad nutrition. But I think that it's an unhealthy mentality when you start to think that eating a certain way is going to make all the fat fall off of your body, because every single person's body is different. Every single person's body reacts differently to different things. It may be sensitive to certain foods and not sensitive to other ones. For me, the paleo lifestyle works tremendously well with my body. It may not work tremendously well with your body. Your body may not like that sort of model. You may not have enough energy, or you may not be getting enough of something that you need because it's too hard for you to eat balanced in paleo, or for whatever reason, it just may not work with you. And that's totally okay. It's not the only right way to eat. It's just one good way for some people to eat. So yes, I think that paleo can help you if you're struggling. Sometimes just switching things up for a little while can help you bust past the plateau. So maybe you try paleo for a month and just see how you feel and see if it helps. But I think that should be more your mindset, is I'm going to try to do something that's healthy for me because it's healthy and because it's good. And if it helps me to lose weight and bust past a plateau, then that's great. But my main motivation is because I want to fuel my body in the best way possible and give my body the best nutrition possible so that my body can run the best way possible. And I think that is where our core should be, and then everything else comes secondary. So thank you guys for listening. I hope that it helped clear up a little confusion about paleo for those of you guys that are thinking about trying it out. If you guys would like to join my January challenge group, I talk a lot about paleo. It's not the only way to eat. In the group, you can join it even if you're not paleo and you don't want to be. But if you're curious about it, I'll give you my meal plan, my grocery shopping list. I'll answer all your questions. I'll give you the resources that I found that help a bunch, and we'll all share recipe ideas and menu planning ideas and all that fun stuff. So just shoot me an email, or if you're on Facebook, shoot me a message and I'll help you get plugged in. See you tomorrow.